Listen, speak, and learn English.
Hey there. Hello, everyone, and a huge welcome back to the Listen, Speak, Learn English podcast. I'm Emma, and I'm so thrilled you've decided to join us today.
And I'm Jack. It is great to be here. You know, Emma, I'm feeling pretty energetic today. I'm ready to tackle some of those tricky parts of English that drive students crazy.
Oh, I love the enthusiasm, Jack. That is exactly what we need, because today we are doing something a little different. We aren't just doing grammar drills or vocabulary lists.
Right, we're focusing purely on pronunciation, aren't we? Like getting those sounds just right.
Precisely. We're going to focus on pronunciation drills. We'll take one troublesome sound or concept at a time, break it down, and just practice it together. It's going to be like a workout for your mouth.
A mouth workout. I like that. So, listeners, get ready to move your jaw and tongue in ways you might not be used to. So, Emma, what is the first target on our list?
Well, we have to start with the classic, right? The one sound that identifies a non-native speaker almost immediately if they get it wrong, the TH sound.
Oh, the dreaded TH. You know, so many languages don't even have this sound. It's super tough.
It really is. I hear a lot of students saying this instead of this, or think instead of think.
Yeah, or thank you instead of thank you.
Exactly. So here's the secret, guys. You have to be brave. You literally have to stick your tongue out, just a little bit. It needs to go between your top and bottom teeth. Jack, give it a try.
All right, let me try. How was that?
Spot on. See? You aren't biting your tongue, but you're just letting the air flow between your tongue and your top teeth. Now, there are actually two types of TH sounds, right?
Right, there's the unvoiced one, where you don't use your vocal cords, and the voiced one, where you make a vibration.
You got it. Let's start with the unvoiced one. It's quiet, like air escaping a balloon. Put your hand in front of your mouth. You should feel a puff of air. Repeat after me. Think.
Think.
Thought.
Thought.
Nice. And Thursday.
Thursday.
Perfect. Listeners, did you feel the air? If you said Thursday, try again. Push that tongue forward. Thursday.
It feels a bit funny at first, doesn't it? Like you're lisping.
It does, but trust me, it looks normal to native speakers. Okay, let's switch to the voiced TH. This is the buzzy one. Put your hand on your throat. You should feel it buzzing. Mmm.
Okay, let me test. Yeah, I can feel the vibration right there in my neck.
Great. Let's try some common words. These are super high frequency words. The,
The,
this,
this,
that.
that.
And let's try a tricky one. Breathe.
Oh, good one. Breathe. It has that nice buzz at the end.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's do a quick drill. I'm going to say a silly sentence, and Jack, you try it, and then our listeners can try.
I'm ready. Hit me with it.
33,000 thoughts.
Whoa, that is a lot of thoughts. Okay. 33,000 thoughts.
Brilliant. One more with the voiced sound. My brother breathes the air.
My brother breathes the air.
You nailed it. You know, just practicing that transition between the words is what helps you get fluent.
Yeah, definitely. It's all about muscle memory, isn't it? You just have to do it until your tongue remembers where to go without you thinking about it.
Absolutely. That is the key. Don't worry about speed yet, guys. Focus on the position. Stick that tongue out.
So, Emma, now that we've probably exhausted our listeners' tongues with the TH sound, what is next? Are we moving back into the mouth?
We are. We are moving from the teeth all the way to the back. We're going to tackle the American R.
Oh boy, the pirate sound. R.
Yes, the pirate sound. You know, this is really distinct from the British R, which is often softer or sometimes silent at the end of words. But in American English, we love our R's. We pronounce them everywhere, hard.
Right, like water versus whatta.
Exactly. And the biggest mistake I hear students make is tapping the tongue against the roof of the mouth, kind of like a D or an L sound, or rolling it like in Spanish.
Yeah, like we don't want that roll, do we?
No rolling. For the American R, your tongue should never touch the roof of your mouth. It actually pulls back. It bunches up in the back of your throat.
Okay, so it's like growling like a dog. Grrr.
Yes, that is a great visualization. Everyone, try to growl like an angry dog. Grr. Feel how your tongue pulls back? The sides of your tongue might touch your upper back teeth, but the tip, it's floating in the middle of nowhere.
Floating in the middle of nowhere. I like that description. Okay, let's try some words.
Let's start with the R at the beginning of a word. Shape your lips into a tight circle first, almost like you're going to whistle. Red,
Red.
run,
Run.
radio.
Radio.
Nice. Now let's make it harder. What about when the R is in the middle or at the end? This is where it gets colored by the vowel, like in bird.
Bird. That's tricky because the spelling is IR, but it sounds just like bird.
It does. It's that deep throat sound. Try this one, work.
Work.
And the classic, water.
Water. You really have to curl that tongue back at the end. Water.
Don't be afraid to exaggerate it. When you're practicing, make the sound longer than it needs to be. Water. It helps train the brain.
Okay, I've got one. What about the word world? That is a nightmare for people.
World is the final boss of pronunciation. It's got the R and the dark L.
Right? It feels like you have to swallow your tongue.
Kind of. Let's break it down. Start with were.
Were.
Now add the old. Old.
Old.
Now blend them. Were, old, world.
World. World. That takes some practice.
It does, but you'll get there. Listeners, just take it slow. Were old. Okay, let's do a sentence drill for the R sound. Ready, Jack?
I was born ready.
The red car turned around the corner.
The red car turned around the corner.
Beautifully done. Did you hear how strong those R's were? Turned, corner. You didn't drop them.
I kept them strong. It actually feels quite powerful when you speak like that. Very American.
It is. It adds a lot of resonance to your voice. So if your mouth feels a little sore right now, that is actually a good sign. It means you're using muscles you don't usually use.
No pain, no gain, right?
Exactly. Just keep growling at yourself in the mirror. It might look weird, but your pronunciation will sound amazing.
I'll remember that next time I'm making weird faces in the bathroom mirror.
Just tell anyone asking that you're practicing your American accent. All right, moving right along. We've conquered the tongue-biting TH and the growling R. Now, Jack, I want to talk about something that makes a huge difference in meaning, but feels like such a tiny change in the mouth.
Oh, I think I know where you were going with this. Are we talking about vowels?
We are. Specifically, the difference between the long E and the short I. You know, the difference between a sheep on a farm and a ship on the ocean.
Yes, this is a classic hurdle. I've heard students ask for a sheet of paper, but, well, let's just say it sounded like a bad word because they used the short sound.
Exactly. That is why this specific pair is so dangerous. You really want to get this right to avoid embarrassment. So let's break it down.
Okay, let's start with the long E, like in sea or tree.
Right. I call this the smile sound. To make this sound perfectly, you have to stretch your lips wide, like you are forcing a cheesy grin for a photo. E.
E. I feel silly doing it, but I can hear the tension in the sound. It's very sharp.
It is. Your tongue is high up and your mouth is tight. Listeners, try it with us. Smile big. Green.
Green.
Team.
Team.
Please.
Please.
Perfect. Now let's look at the troublemaker, the short I, like in sit or hit.
This one is completely different, isn't it? It's not a smile at all.
No, it's not. I call this the relaxed sound. If the long E is tense, the short I is lazy. Your jaw drops just a tiny bit, your face muscles relax, and the sound comes from slightly lower in your throat. Eh.
Eh. It's almost like you're being punched in the stomach lightly. Eh.
Yeah, eh. So let's compare them. Watch my mouth, Jack. Sheep, ship.
I can hear it. Sheep is long and high. Ship is short and quick.
Precisely. Let's practice some pairs. This is where the magic happens. I'll say the long one, you say the short one. Ready?
Bring it on.
Heat,
Hit.
seat,
Sit.
feet.
Fit.
And here's a tricky one. Leave.
Live. Like I live in London.
You got it. You know, a great tip for our listeners is that the long E takes more time to say. It's literally longer. You have to hold it.
That makes sense. So don't rush through the word beach, right? Or people might think you're saying the other word.
Exactly. Hold that E. I'm going to the beach.
Beach. Nice and safe.
Okay, let's try a sentence that mixes them up. This is a mental workout. Tim eats cheap chips.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me analyze that. Tim is short, eats is long, cheap is long, chips is short.
You are an expert analyst, Jack. Give it a try.
Tim eats cheap chips.
Faster.
Tim eats cheap chips.
Brilliant. Did you hear that rhythm, guys? It's up and down, long and short. That variation is what makes your English sound natural and not robotic.
It really does add a melody to the speech.
It does. So remember, for the long sound, smile. For the short sound, relax. Don't be lazy with your smiles.
Okay, Emma, so we've been working on sounds inside the words. But what about the ends of words? I feel like a lot of learners just chop off the endings.
Oh, you are so right. Dropping endings is a huge issue, especially with grammar. And the biggest offender? The past tense ed.
Right, you see the letters ed, so you want to say ed, like looked or walked.
But that is wrong. In fact, doing that can make you sound quite beginnerish. There are actually 3 different ways to pronounce that ed ending, and only one of them sounds like ed.
Only one? Okay, let's unravel this mystery. What are the 3 sounds?
They are the T sound, the D sound, and the ID sound.
T, D, and ID. Okay, let's start with the T sound. When do we use that?
We use the T sound when the verb ends in an unvoiced sound, like K, P, S, sh, ch. Sounds that don't vibrate your throat. Think of the word walk. It ends with a K sound.
Right, walk. No vibration there.
So for the past tense, the ED turns into a sharp T. It's not walked, it's walked.
Walked. It sounds like one syllable.
Exactly, one syllable. Try these with me. Cook,
Cooked.
wash,
Washed.
watch.
Watched.
See? No extra syllable, just the crisp finish.
That sounds much cleaner. Okay, so what about the D sound?
The D sound happens when the verb ends in a voiced sound, like L, N, V, or a vowel. Basically, if your throat is vibrating at the end of the word, the ending is a soft D, like clean.
Clean. Yeah, my throat is buzzing on the N.
So it becomes cleaned, not cleaned, just cleaned.
Cleaned. Okay, let me guess some. Play.
Played,
Call.
called,
Love.
loved. Perfect. Again, these are all one syllable. You're just adding a little tail to the word.
Got it. So when do we actually say the ED sound? When do we get that extra beat?
This is the easiest rule. You only say ed, adding an extra syllable, if the verb ends in a T or a D.
Ah, because you can't really say wanted or need. It's too hard.
Exactly. Your tongue needs a break. So we insert a little vowel cushion. Want becomes wanted.
Wanted. 2 syllables.
Need becomes needed.
Needed.
Decide becomes decided.
Decided. Okay, this rule is actually a lifesaver, so basically, unless the word ends in T or D, don't add a syllable.
That is the golden rule. If you remember nothing else, remember that. Don't add a syllable unless it's a T or D word.
That simplifies it so much.
Let's do a quick mix to test you, Jack. I'll give you a verb, you give me the past tense. Ready?
I'm sweating a little, but let's do it.
Ask.
Asked. That was a T sound.
Correct. Use.
Used. That was a D sound.
Start.
Started. That was the ID sound.
You are on fire. Listeners, did you catch those differences? It makes your speech flow so much better.
It really does connect the words together rather than chopping them up.
Absolutely. It's all about flow. English is a river, not a staircase. We want to glide, not step.
I love that metaphor. We are gliding through grammar today.
You know, Emma, looking at the clock, I think we have covered a massive amount of ground today. My jaw is actually tired.
I bet it is. We really did a full mouth workout. Just to recap for everyone, we tackled the tricky TH sound, the growling American R, those slippery long and short vowels.
And don't forget the ghostly endings of the past tense. No more saying walked for us.
Exactly. No more walked. But Jack, before we go, I want to give our listeners one final piece of advice, because knowing how to make the sound is one thing, but actually using it in conversation is another.
Oh, that is the hard part, isn't it? It's easy to do it when you are focusing on a single word, but when you're in the middle of a sentence, you tend to slip back into old habits.
You do. It's completely natural. The secret sauce is shadowing.
Shadowing. I love that technique. Can you explain quickly what that is for anyone who hasn't heard of it?
Sure. Shadowing is basically mimicking a native speaker almost simultaneously. You don't wait for the sentence to finish. You listen and speak along with them, like an echo. You copy their speed, their emotion, their pauses, everything.
It's like singing along to your favorite song in the car, right? You don't think about the lyrics, you just flow with the artist.
That is the perfect analogy. Treat English like a song. Don't overthink the grammar while you're speaking. Just feel the rhythm. If you do that for just 10 minutes a day, maybe using this podcast, your pronunciation will transform.
10 minutes a day. Everyone has 10 minutes. You can do it while washing the dishes or driving to work.
Precisely. Consistency beats intensity. It's better to practice a little bit every day than to study for 5 hours once a week.
That is great advice to end on. So, listeners, your homework is simple. Be brave, stick that tongue out for the TH, growl for the R, and smile for the E.
And of course, if you found this episode helpful, please show us some love.
Yes, please make sure to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow and lets us know you want more episodes like this.
And if you haven't already, click subscribe and ring that notification bell so you never miss a workout with us. We have so many more topics coming up. Intonation, connected speech, slang, you name it.
You don't want to miss it. Thank you so much for hanging out with us today. You guys are amazing students.
You really are. Keep practicing, keep listening, and keep speaking. I'm Emma.
And I'm Jack. See you in the next episode.
Bye for now.
Cheers, everyone.
Let's continue your English journey together. Subscribe for more lessons and watch this video next to practice your listening.